Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It has been a long time, been well over 6 months, and you're probably wondering where we've been. I think we will discuss that in another video. I'll have a talk with the boys, see what happens. But today we are looking at my reactions to my predictions for the Euro 2024 qualifying. Well over a year ago I did these predictions, 24th of October. So let's see how we did. Starting off with Group A, I did alright in this prediction. I only got Scotland and Norway wrong. Somehow Scott McTominay morphed into the Scottish R9 and scored 7 goals, which puts him among the top 5 goal scorers in qualifying, along with some big names. You know, your Mbappe, your Kanes, your Ronaldos, and you just got Scott McTominay at 5th. I mean, that's mental. Spain were always going to win this, let's be real. And I had more faith in Norway. I had my faith in Haaland and Odegaard carrying them through, but it just wasn't enough to get them over the line. So let's move on to Group B. Now, I got this exactly right. I mean, it weren't exactly difficult. I mean, France and the Netherlands were always going to qualify. But the big talking point in this group was France's demolition of Gibraltar, 14-0. Double figure scoreline in a men's national. I mean, that's very rare that happens. Again, easy top 2 to predict. I forgot the France-Netherlands game, but France just absolutely walked this group, like they should have done with the talent they have. Group C. Now, despite us finishing top, England finishing top, come under a lot of fire recently. You know, Southgate's squad selections, the results against lesser teams, you know, drawing with Macedonia. In the game against Macedonia, we had to rely on an own goal. Now, with the attacking talent we have, that shouldn't be happening. You know, it's been called into question. Should Southgate go? Should he stay? If you want us to talk about that in another video, we will. But yeah, in this group I had Italy finishing top, just because I didn't have faith in us, and somehow we finished top despite poor results. I mean, the win over Italy was big, but yeah, England were obviously going to win this group, or at least qualify, and we qualified. So on to Group D. I had Croatia finishing top, which, you know, wasn't a very rare prediction. People were going to pick Croatia for top spot, but I got Turkey and Croatia the wrong way around. People were saying this Croatia team now, people were saying it's a golden generation, and I agree. But, you know, it's going to be their last chance in European competition. Their team's very old now. Modric is 37, 38. Brozovic is quite old. Rakitic is quite old. Lovren's old. It's a very old team. And can they get through their group in the Euros? As I'm recording this, I haven't seen the Euros groups, and I think me and the boys will do a prediction for it. But yeah, standard group. Wales had nothing to offer. It's bang average team. They don't have Bale to rely on anymore. But yeah, Turkey through at the top spot. They'll be looking to improve on Euro 2020. You know, they were coined as dark horses, and they performed very, very badly. I think they only scored 1 goal the whole competition. So they'll be hoping to do better than last time out. Group E. Now this was, I don't know if it is a shock, Albania finishing top. I had Poland finishing top. Yeah, Poland falling short. I mean, there's only so much you can rely on a 35-year-old Lewandowski. You know, their team, apart from maybe Szczesny, isn't that solid. And then it was quite easy to predict the rest of the group. I mean, Czech Republic finishing second. I think any other group they would have failed, but this group's probably one of the weakest. I'd argue it's one of the weakest groups. Like I said, Albania, you got the Czech Republic in there, you got Poland, who, like I said, rely too much on a 35-year-old striker. Moldova and Faroe Islands. You would think Poland will walk through this group. Lewandowski would absolutely eat this for breakfast, but they failed. I think they're going through to playoffs. I forgot how the new system works. You know what FIFA are like. That's Group E done. Group F. So I got everyone wrong, apart from first. Yeah. Well, if you didn't predict Belgium to finish first in this group, you need your head looked at, because they were going to walk this group. You know, Lukaku finished as qualifying top goal scorer with 14. Sweden losing to Azerbaijan was a shock. I think it was 3-0 to Azerbaijan. And this Sweden group is quite talented. You know, you've got Isak, you've got Forsberg, some very good players in this Sweden team, but that was a massive shock. Austria getting through on second. Still got a talented team, but I don't think they'll go far in the competition in Germany. But this is the last big tournament for the Belgium Golden Generation. Could argue Qatar was their last chance, but this really is their last chance. Their best players are really old now. De Bruyne is, I think, early 30s, and he's injury prone. He's out at the moment with City. Lukaku is inconsistent, has been for years. Courtois out for the season. I think he's ruptured his ACL. Their best defenders are getting old, and it'd be interesting to see how they do. Depends on what group they get. Belgium finishing top was a easy prediction. Right, on to Group G. Again, another quite weak group, I'm not going to lie. I only got Montenegro right in this group. But people are saying Hungary are a team to watch. Potential dark horses. Now, the last team that got labelled dark horses in the Euros flopped, which was obviously Turkey. Hungary have actually got some decent talent. Dominik Szoboszlai being the main pick there. You can't rely on one player to carry you through a tournament, but there's a lot of promise with this Hungary team, and they can cause problems. They caused problems in the last Euros. So again, depending on their group, they could get out of it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, another quite weak group. But yeah, Hungary and Serbia through. Serbia, I'm surprised, didn't top the group. The players they have, but they've qualified, and that's all that matters. On to Group H now, and I got it right apart from Finland and Slovenia. If I swapped them around, I would have had it right. Finland finished third, Slovenia finished second. I had it the other way around. That's a common theme with a lot of these predictions. I'm just getting one or two teams mixed. I think only one right so far, which is a bit annoying and doesn't bode well for me in future predictions. Big talking point. Well, kind of, actually, it is a big talking point. Denmark conceding to San Marino. Now, San Marino, I don't know if they are the lowest team next to Gibraltar, but, the score lines these guys are on the end of normally, it's quite embarrassing. But for them to score is a win for them, and they scored in their last 3 qualifying games. It didn't mean anything in the end, but for them, that's a moral victory, scoring a goal against these big countries, well, kind of big countries, Denmark being the biggest I think they scored against. Denmark, they made it a struggle in this group. I'm looking here. They finished level on points with Slovenia. Now, you'd think they'd walk this group, with the talent they've got. But will they be able to recreate their last Euros performance, get into the semi-final? Yeah, Kazakhstan, Northern Ireland, San Marino, they're just there, aren't they? They're not going to really qualify. Don't think Northern Ireland have been to a tournament in quite a while. I think Euro 2012 was the last time they went. I could be wrong. But yeah, Denmark and Slovenia through. On to Group I now. Now, this was a big shock. Romania finishing top, and they're unbeaten. That's mental. Switzerland finishing second is a massive shock for me. Because, with the players they have, I thought they would have walked this group, but they didn't. They're 5 points short. That's not good for Switzerland. They performed decently in the last Euros, knocking out France. Will they be able to, have any repeats of magic this tournament? We don't know. I know qualifying you can't read a lot into. Football can change in such a short amount of time. But it don't bode well for Switzerland. Andorra, they was always bound to finish bottom. They only got 2 points, no wins. Kosovo, I had them doing better. I saw them against England when I think we beat them 5-3. People were saying they look promising, they got some attacking talent. They finished below Belarus. Belarus not known for producing talent or playing any good football. Israel finishing third. I thought I was going to finish high. I think I put Israel and Switzerland to qualify. So again, I was quite wrong. Last but not least, let's move on to Group J. I got Bosnia and Luxembourg wrong. Now, Bosnia they've fallen off in football terms in the last few years. I think it's to do with players getting old, they're not producing any talent. But Bosnia are like dark horses. They were in Turkey's position a couple of years ago, you didn't really want to play them. But now they're getting 9 points in a group with Luxembourg. Luxembourg finishing on 17. Now that's a win for Luxembourg. I don't think they'll do well in the playoffs. But, to finish third in the group with Portugal, I'd take that as a win if I was Luxembourg. A lot of these small countries don't even get the chance to even, get 3 points, let alone 17. So it's good for Luxembourg. Slovakia, yeah, second, that's fine. Portugal just absolutely walked this group, 10 wins. Ronaldo, second top goal scorer with 10 at 38. The man's a freak of nature. You can say what you want about him being washed up in the Saudi League, but to do what he's doing at 38, it's unreal, really. Fernandes topping the assist chart at 7. It's mental. Bruno Fernandes is still a good player, whether people like his attitude on the pitch or not. And I actually look forward to watching Portugal at the Euros. I think they can actually go further than they did last time. I don't know where they finished last time. Was it around the 16 or quarterfinals? But I think they can do well, personally. Obviously, it all depends on the groups, which, like I said, we will react to in another video. But that is my reactions, my predictions for the Euro 2024 qualifying groups. Like I said, it's good to be back on the channel. Let us know if you've missed us down in the comments below. Don't forget to suggest future videos, and we're almost to 1,000 subs, guys. We're less than 40 subs away, so let's push that. Let's reach 1,000 subs before the end of the year. Make it a really good comeback, and then we'll push on for 2024. But that's my video. Been nice to talk to you again, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. See you later.